Hello everybody, my name is Snyderman and welcome back to Yes Your Grace. My apologies on the audio on the last video. I have obviously since adjusted the sound effects of the game, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit easier. Again, I'd like to shout out Mr. Smartdonkey, who I saw his Let's Play or part of his Let's Play of this, and that inspired me to create this series. So with that, let's jump right back into it. We are currently in week 2. And it didn't save our last one, so that's okay. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you will be able to see your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle. We already know that. So we fixed the pantry roof and we fixed the market stall. I know we did those two things last time. So let's go ahead and continue with that, and we're going to jump into week 2. Grevno, week 2. So here's where we're sitting currently. We have 15 gold and 13 supplies, so both of these are not great. Our military is at 100, which could be better. Happiness, we actually gained 1 happiness last week, so that's perfect. We still have our messenger pigeon, and our general is still out. So if we look around, these pigeons always bring so much mess into the throne room. Anything else? River. Okay. So, what does Audrey have to say? Anything new from last time? No. Okay. So Audrey has nothing new to tell us. To remind us of where we were last time, monsters attacked a village. We sent a general to see if he can find anything. The recent rainy weather damaged our pantry roof and dungeon. We should repair these damages as soon as possible. We already did that. New inn for the village. A peasant asked for gold to build a new inn. We said yes. We met our family members. Help with a wedding. We ignored a request for gold and supplies, which is a good thing we did, because both of those things were a little bit rough on right now. And divine intervention. This is a new one. A peasant imprisoned in our dungeons was nearly killed by the collapsing cells. Divine intervention? Upon hearing the peasant's remorse over his actions, the king decided to set him free. So we'll see what happens there. We did release the prisoner last time, so we'll see kind of what goes on here. So what do we got? We got our general, Radovian soldier, Lorsulia, who's one of our daughters. I believe she's the middle one, right? Or is she our eldest? She's our eldest. Okay. So our eldest daughter is here to talk with us. We haven't, and it looks like we got a lord hiding behind this pillar here. So let's just go ahead and let's talk to the general first. General returned, Your Grace. No sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth, a crest of Radovia. I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me, whose banner are you bearing? Is it true that you're from Radovia? Your man is right. Radovia is my home. And soon yours too. Ha! Don't know about that. Why are you here? What were you and your men doing near the village? We were just making a living. One man might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Okay. Who's your leader? Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Bold and stupid. I've heard enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands. Plundering and killing innocent men? there's no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. So we could execute him, throw him into the dungeon, or know my mercy. I don't think know my mercy is a good option, just because I feel like if we let him go, he's just going to come back. And I know enough of the story to know who his king is. We haven't really heard about his king yet, so this whole, oh, we're a free people, not really true. We could execute him or throw him in the dungeon. I don't think executing him is such a good idea. He might have some more information for us, so I'm going to put him in the dungeon and we can go talk to him later. You will rot in a cell. Don't want to let me go, but you don't have the guts to kill. My friends will gladly hear about your cowardly decisions. I need to see Aurelia about this. Okay, so we gotta go talk to our wife. Oh. Now Audrey has something to say. What do you make of this, Audrey? Radovians? Here? How would they get through the mountains? Would they threaten a war? Why would they threaten a war? There's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm just puzzled. Yeah. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends, see who could give us a hand. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. Yeah. I will make some preparations. Okay, so Audrey's going and making preparations. So we got Pietro, Lord, Peasant, and our daughter. Let's see what our daughter has to say. I bring news, Father. Asilia sneaked out at night last week. Shouldn't it be snuck out at night? Sneaked? Snuck? Snooked? Snorked? I don't know. Asilia sneaked out last night. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and a little tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sidani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me this morning. These two chit-chat all the time. I think they don't realize. Or they think I don't realize. Thick? Don't speak ill of your sister. What's got into you, Lorsulia? Asilia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? I'd better talk to Asilia about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Is that foreshadowing? Is that foreshadowing? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to the Lord first, just because I feel like that would be the thing that a real king would do. Like, he would work his way down the social ladder. So let's just go ahead and talk to the Lord first. My name is Etzon. I'm the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. Okay, Lord of Branca. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked them down, and I know where they are keeping her. I've planned everything out. I just need your general to help me take her back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I will need your help, Your Grace. So I don't want to give him the 12 gold just because that would really deplete the little gold that we have. We're pretty broke right now. So I am going to, so I can give him a general, or I could say, sorry, I can't help. I'm going to give him a general, even though that leaves us without for 2 weeks. The gold is not an option. I feel like if we help this guy, he'll help our military situation too. Because if you know anything about medieval times, the lords would commit knights to kings as a way to defend the kingdoms. So if I give this guy the general, I think maybe we might get some military out of it. So I'll give you a general. Pay them once, and they will only want more. This is the best option. So we just sent our general out For 2 weeks. You're right. Send the general my way, and I will tell him my plan. Thank you, Your Grace. Okay. Good, good. It has to work. It has to work? What has to work? Because this... Before the game started, they said that your decisions are going to have an impact. We might be dealing with some shady people here. I don't know. Okay, peasant. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still, he is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? All we can offer is 7 gold. Our general will try to find your son. Eesh. I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. So we just sent our general off to help the Lord's daughter. This is a missing kid. I'm gonna pay this guy? Because I have a feeling our gold is gonna get built back up. Because we made those repairs. So I think I can do 7 gold and still be okay. But now we're really broke. I believe this should be enough to cover your loss. Your Grace, do you really think that gold can replace my son? I'd better look for help elsewhere. Okay. So he didn't take the gold. And he looked for help elsewhere. I have a feeling that's going to come back to bite me. Pietro. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What's going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, if we go back through our archives, monsters... The monsters turned out to be bandits from Radovia, a place from which nothing good ever came. The Radovian bandit was sent to the dungeon to await further interrogation. That's what I thought. I thought we would be able to go and ask him some more questions. Ransom, you have sent a general to help Lord Etten rescue his daughter. Paranoid Lord, a lord visited the castle. Okay, so Pietro is a lord. He mentioned lord visited the castle. He mentioned something about fearing for his life, but he never gave any details. He left in a hurry. Okay, Celia. Hearing that Celia was sneaking out of the castle worried the king. He decided it would be best to confront her about it. I have not done that yet. Okay, and the lost beloved son. A father came asking for help to find his son. The king offered gold, but the peasant refused it. Okay. So now we need to go talk to people and see what's happening. Okay, so blues are required, greens are optional. So I'm actually gonna go to the dungeon first. We got the dungeon, the bedchamber, and the gardens. Let's actually go to the gardens first. Yeah, I changed my mind. We're just going to work our way around this way. And go from there. Okay, so there's Celia. Yes, father. There was a wedding in the village. Stay safe. There was a wedding in the village. I've heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. It wasn't bad, but I've heard it could have been even better if my father was a bit less stingy. How do you know this? I'd wish you'd come to ask me first. Lorsulia told me everything. I wish you'd come to ask me first. I'm not angry. I just want you to be safe. Why would you be mad? Is it because I went to the market? Come on now. I know about the wedding. Lorsulia told me what happened. Okay, so if I was going to tell her that anyway. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course. Sidani. I'm worried about you. I have too much on my head. You're too careless, Cecilia. I'm worried about you. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry. Nothing will happen. You know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? We got a point. We got a point. Princesses can't just be going out and doing what they want. All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, Father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Lorsulia said you got drunk? That's a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Ugh, Lorsulia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you will make her marry some fat dump prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be for the best. Ooh! Is that why she's been acting up lately? And we're not gonna, like, say, hey, you probably shouldn't call your sister a rat? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You are confined to the castle. No more visits to the market, no more playing games, no more horse riding. No more visits to the market, because that's what got you in trouble in the first place. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Ah, stupid Lorsulia. I'll teach her a lesson. Stop with the names. I better talk to Lorsulia. Okay. Anything here? No. Alright. Just her. We already looked at the flowers last time. No need to look again. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Okay, so we talk to our wife Mira. Damn, I look tired. Or maybe I'm just old. Stork painting. We get a lot of storks here in Davern. They're very graceful birds. Yeah. Needles. Aurelia loves to knit. Fireplace. The fireplace is full of ash. It's quite cozy here in the evenings, though. The Gray Mountains. They seem much bigger in real life than they are in this painting. Okay, what's... I wish I could have a snooze right now. I have plenty to do, though. Okay, fireplace. We already looked at. Anything else? No. So let's talk to our wife. Aurelia, darling. Foreign barbarians visited us this week. I will see you later, darling. Well, yeah, foreign barbarians visited us. Radovians have come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? What? Oh, that promise. Okay. It might be. What do you think? I do know what the promise is. I saw this part before. 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Okay, so our eldest is promised. Bayron, wasn't it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up in our castle? I'll be damned. Lorsulia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayron, villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. What got into us? What about the witch? What witch? And what now? What now? What are we going to do? If Bayron ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? Even we can't. Yeah, that's true. How could Radovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons. Maybe you could question him, see what he knows. I'll see what I can do. How are you holding up? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even. Yes. But let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It will be fine. I won't let them take her away. See you later, darling. Eryk, give me. I am terrified. I can handle this. Fine. I will stay here. Okay. So, now we need... Let's go talk to him. Alright, so Dungeon Guard. How can I help, Your Grace? I'm just looking around, apparently. Stay as long as you like, Your Grace. So, since he's in that cell, Since he's in this cell... If we hadn't let that guy go, would there not have been room for him? Alright. Radovian soldier. I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. Enough games. Tell me what you know. Why are you here? I suppose that's one way of killing time in this murky den. You see, Bayron, that lunatic thinks everyone will follow him. Haha. Keeps raving about some promise. One of the 7 kings will give him his daughter. He thinks he's got a chance at mingling with the royals. I still can't decide. Is he the mad one? Or is it his followers who believe this bunk? Who are really insane? Huh. That's all for now. You will stay here a while longer. Maybe you'll be useful. Sure, as long as I don't die from boredom first. Alright. So now let's head down to the castle wall. Old piece of fabric is covering hole. Yeah, we complained about this last time. Everything is like falling apart. So we should probably get those fixed. But our daughter's up here. Okay, pet the kitty. Pet Dusty. Dusty, I always forget the cat's name. Dusty. Pet the first. These fields used to be covered in forests. Our agriculture is thriving. Fields, mountains, gray mountains. Luli loves them. We're lucky to have such a beautiful landscape. Yeah, I mean, this is a really nice looking game for what it is, actually. Alright, Lorsulia. Oh, it's you. Again, I don't think you should probably greet your dad that way, but what do I know? Asilia told me what's going on. Asilia told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I had started to figure it out anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh? And why is that? You won't have to marry a stranger. Tradition says a girl your age needs a husband, but I promise you won't have to marry a stranger. We will make sure we know the prince well before the wedding. Time will show. Ooh. She doesn't believe us. I will check on you later. Okay. Off we go then. Alright, so there's nothing more to do. Let's go ahead and go to the throne room. I'm going to do one more week in this episode, and then we'll call it there. So let's sit on our throne. Let's look at our archives real quick. Main entries, Radovian bite. When a Radovian man showed up at Davern's castle, Eryk immediately knew it was about the promise he and his wife made 13 years ago. Aurelia agreed with Eryk's worries. Bayron, a thug from Radovia, was after the king's oldest daughter, Lorsulia. Okay. Lorsulia. After finding out why Lorsulia is upset, the king assured her that she will not be rushed into marriage. Acelia. Acelia, sneaking out of the castle without the king's permission, flouted his boundaries. The king decided to ban her from visiting the market. Aurelia. The queen would never allow her daughter to marry a thug. She hopes that the king will resolve this situation before it's too late. And monsters. The Radovian bandit shed some more light on why the Radovians were in Davern, but he may be of further use. Okay, so he's down there ready for us. Alright, so let's end the week there. Okay, so we are going to end up very poor. We're going to end up very poor because of our theater. I want to repair that just to get it out of the way. That our contentment kind of told where it is. We're going to be very, very poor, so hopefully nobody asks us for money. Let's go ahead and save that. Save and continue. And this will be the last week that we do in this episode 2 or week 2 and 3. Grevno, week 3. Alright, so what do we got? Okay. Anything, Audrey? How can I be of service? No, that's all for now. Pigeon. Dear Eryk, we have crossed the mountains. We will come for what was promised. For the gods have graced us with their strength. Bayron, the king of Radovia. So they do have a king after all. And where there's a king, an army follows. What promise are they babbling about anyway? To take my daughter's hand. What? How? You never did it, Your Grace. I didn't think I would have to keep my word. Can't let barbarians seize the throne. Our treasury is low, but we can always seek allies. I will let you get on with the audits, and I will make preparations in the meantime. I will be in the council chamber, Your Grace. Okay. Alright. So we got a banker, a peasant, merchant, and another peasant. Okay. So the banker looks like he would probably be important right now. I'm here representing Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. I hear that your treasury has seen better times. Yeah, a little bit. But I'm here to help. How does this work? How does this all work again? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king, and we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge any additional costs. Oh, last thing to note, we only do one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid, and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. Okay. So I think... let's go ahead and get gold. I'll borrow gold from the bank. We can offer 50 gold repayable over 5 weeks. Remember, the first loan is free of charge. Okay. I'll take it. Okay, so now I won't have to worry about gold right now. Basically, our payment is going to be balanced out by taxes. So our gold should be holding steady because we're making about 10 gold in taxes a week from what I saw. So, perfect. Anything else, Your Grace? That's all for now. The Bank di Florentini is always happy to help. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Alright. So, we got a peasant, a merchant, and a peasant. We'll just go down the line. It'll be fine. Your Grace, injustice and hunger have struck our village. Men dressed in black came and took our stock. Hardly anything left worth giving to the dogs now. I wanted to kindly ask you for 7 pieces of gold. Or 5 sacks of supplies. That way we can at least keep our children fed. Take some gold. That's easy. I can give them either 5 supplies, which is a quarter of our supplies that we got, which isn't great. I could give them gold, which we have plenty of now, or I'm afraid I can't help at the moment. Actually, let's do the supplies. I know it's not necessarily the best option, but let's see what we can do. Take the supplies. Feed your children well. Okay, and our content goes up. That will be enough to keep us going for a couple weeks. Gods favor you. Okay, so we helped feed the village. Merchant. I come with a business proposition, Your Grace. Okay? I need 12 gold to hire men and buy resources to build a new tavern in Branca. You see, the tavern will serve as more than just a way for locals to get drunk. The village is really well positioned. It has many visitors, but they never stay for long. A new tavern will change that and will guarantee a steady income. I will share the profits once I start making money on the business. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. I can't take this kind of risk. Come back another time. Yeah, why not? Sounds good. I'll pay the 12 gold. Take the gold and let the business grow. Okay. Oh, wonderful. You won't regret it, Your Grace. I will get right on with the work. 8 solid tables, 13 beds. We could make a cheaper shared chamber. Oh, it's going to work well. Okay, so we got a tavern being built. There's an inn that's being built. And then peasants. Your Grace, a disease is crawling in our village. It's nothing serious, I don't think, but fevers and sneezes are all over the place. It appeared out of nowhere, as if a dark force brought it upon us. Take these supplies and give them 7. Maybe I should have saved my supplies for this guy. I can't offer much, but here it is. 5 supplies. If it's not serious, I'm sure it can wait. So the first guy I probably should have given the gold. And if it's a disease, I don't want... So this is not an option. If it's not serious, I'm sure it can wait. Now I wish I hadn't given the first guy supplies. I wish I would give him gold. I can't offer much, but here. I hope this will be enough for you and your neighbors. Thank you. This is more than we expected anyway. You have a good heart, Your Grace. Okay. So, entry complete. Let's go ahead and... What is the pigeon? I've already read the letter. Throne. Alright, let's go see what business is out there. Okay, so we got 2 things in the council chamber, nothing in the gardens. Okay, so let's go here. Alright, what is our daughter doing here? Bookshelf. Just books, plenty of them. Tapestry. Aurelia made these. Wow, impressive. This one shows a stork. It's our house emblem. Deer antlers. These antlers come from the biggest deer in Davern. Chest. Nothing useful in here, just a pile of rubbish. Table. Side table of food is very useful for long meetings. Bookshelf, just books.
뭐야?
Bearskin. Bearskin. This bearskin rug was a wedding gift. It must have been very expensive. Maybe, or they just killed the bear. Hunting is a thing back then, you know. Globe, I bought it on the market. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but it looks nice. Anything else? No. Sadani. Hey there. Pumpkin, silly pickle, potato head. Okay, well, we're not going to call her Potato Head, because we've been talking about how name calling's mean, and that's a name call. Pumpkin is too cliche for me. I don't like it, so let's go Silly Pickle. Silly Pickle? I'm not silly. You're right. You're a silly pickle. Ugh. Your Grace. You shouldn't be playing here. Donnie, I always tell you not to play here. But this is my most cherished place in the cat fortress. Oh, you have most finest items here, Father. Please let me stay here. I won't break anything, I promise. Fine, you can stay. Go and play in the gardens. Fine. As long as you don't damage anything. Oh yes, thank you, Your Grace. Woo! Let's see what else is here. Alright, let's talk to Audrey. Grace, I appointed a scout. He will let us know what we're up against. Meanwhile, we should invite King Talis. He might be able to help. Click on the Allies tab on the Resource panel to view your potential allies. Allies. We can talk to the nearby lords, but first I would suggest inviting Talis. Here you can view details of each of your potential allies. We need to have a pigeon available in order to send an invite. As a matter of fact, we do have one of those. Okay, so he's got 3,000 troops, but nothing else. But it wants us to invite him anyway, so we'll invite him. Great, Talis should visit us within a week. Okay, with his army, we should be able to repel Radovia. No matter what they come with. Thank you, Audrey. Okay. Your Grace? Goodbye. I'll see you later, silly pickle. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Tell me about our battle preparation. What would you like to know about, Your Grace? Is our army ready to confront the enemy? Well, I would say not. We don't yet know what we're up against, but with our current army, we couldn't even defend against peasants with shovels. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, great. Bedford himself would have to help us. Finding allies will be vital if we want to stand a chance. Change subject. I already know, that's all. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, well that's all we gotta do for this episode, so I'm going to end it there. We'll get to the end screen for the week, and that's where we're going to end it. Alright. So with that, that will end this episode of Yes, Your Grace. Please like if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment. I always enjoy reading those. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. See ya.